All right, we are just a couple of guys headed to Dick's.
Just two dicks heading to Dick's.
Two dicks headed to Dick's. This is not a sporting goods store. This is a sporting goods park where the Arsenal, they are the Arsenal, Andy.
They are.
We'll be playing in a couple of days. And what are we going to pick up here? Why are we here?
We're here because we have blagged our way into the media section.
Hopefully they don't know what the word blag means.
Yeah.
because
clearly
everyone's watching this.
We should probably film this after we actually get the passes in hand, and not right now.
This is probably a like someone like Robbie or somebody like called the Rapids and
if
said,
in 20 minutes you see a video of us just crying, then just assume we didn't get the media passes.
Yeah. So and our media passes will say you can interview people in the seats around you.
Yeah.
In your seats that you paid for. There will be no free food. There will be no drinks.
Oh, you can have food. It's going to be at the concession stand where you go pay for it.
And there's a special line called the regular line for media members.
They're going to be like, here is your media pass, but you need to wear this Make-A-Wish t-shirt while you're here.
Yeah. No, people will be like, oh, let them through. They need this.
Yeah.
They really need this in their life.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see this because I got the phone facing the wrong way, but our hair is freshly shorn. We've been fed.
Why didn't you just turn the camera around?
Because I fucked it up and I didn't start it that way. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you can still switch it.
No. Here's the promised land.
Yep, Gate G.
Gate G.
I'm a motherfucking gangster.
Hi, we're here for our media passes. Who do we talk to?
Oh shit, there's games actually happening, Mike.
Are we going to be able to do our shootout? We shall see. All right.
We're here. We're going to go try and get these media passes now.
Try and get them.
I mean, we've gotten emails telling us that we're allowed to do it, but I think once they see us,
they're going to reconsider.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a minute.
What do you think the chance is? 50%? 80%?
I'm saying there's a 20% chance that we're going to get these.
So they grant them to you, but then they do an evaluation when you come to pick them up as to whether you really get them or not.
Yeah.
And despite what my my better judgment, Andy is wearing an Arsenal-themed shirt.
I can change the shirt if you want.
He brought his entire wardrobe with him. No, I think we'll be all right. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get one and Andy won't because they'll be worried about it.
We are the Gooners podcast.
We are. That's actually a very good point. We didn't lie about the name of our podcast. So, all right. Well, you know, I overthink things because look how big my brain is. All right. So more later. Well, our fears were realized.
We tried.
We got there and they're like, we've been monitoring your social media accounts and you guys are clearly not what you advertised and we can't be having the likes of you not having media passes, baby. So yeah, if you're at the game, you know,
and you see us, don't talk to us. Don't look at us. Just don't. Right?
I mean,
is that what we're trying to say here, or
that's what you're trying to say?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I was going to say, you know, take pictures for our portfolio, and you know, and when we're hanging out with the creators of Arsenal and newspaper heads and Rupert Murdoch, I think, is going to be in the
Rupee
Roop. And
Roopster?
If anyone would like a job, I'm sorry, we're full. But
we'll hire interns.
Media. How mature is this fucking video? On a scale from not at all to not at all.
You just said fuck.
Shit. So the shootout for Gooners versus Cancer is completed. We're not going to give the results because you're going to have to watch that on our YouTube page, which is just go to YouTube and search for Gooners versus Cancer.
Someone is sweating way more than the other person.
Yeah, I am soaking wet. I am not used to the altitude, but not making any excuses. You have to tune in to see what happened. Your mom, when you left me alone with her. All right, so the day continues. We've got media passes. We've raised money for charity. We've gotten some of our hairs cut. What's next for the boys? Are we treating ourselves?
I think we gotta treat yourself.
Our sweaty feet are about to be manipulated, coddled, and sucked by, oh, that doesn't come with it, by, what's the name of the place? She goes there every 3 days and doesn't know the name of the pedicure place, but we're off to get what is it? Is it manscaping when you get a pedicure? Or
no, I think it's just called a pedicure.
I think it's just called doing what Andy does, embarrassingly often. See you. It's time for some luxuriation. We're men. We're men. We're not afraid to admit it. I hope you're using our stage names. Mine is Andy and yours is Mike.
Okay, that's side. Yeah, so you ready for you guys?
Great.
We only go to the elite nail spa. Other podcasts go to the crap nail spa. We go to the elite.
Okay, one can come here.
Okay, great. How's the water? Too cold on your feetsies?
No, mine's great. I like it hot.
By the way, these legs also are containing something that they won't be containing much longer.
Are they so weird?
Oh, yeah?
I'll do the same thing here.
Oh.
I got chocolate love last time. It was good.
Chocolate?
No, I'll do the lemon crunch.
Lemon?
The chocolate's good though.
Yeah.
I'm a little dehydrated, so I'm going to go with the lemon crunch.
Yeah, 2 lemons, please.
I'll have what he's having. You're very polite. It smells like lemon. Ugh. I think I'm just going to get them amputated. It's going to be quicker, probably cheaper. Waste of a perfectly good sponge. There's not enough hazard pay in the world for this. Eden hazard pay.
Vậy mua lấy cái cục của chị đó. Mấy cái ghế khác có, ghế này không có. Nó có gì đó. Mà mình có cái mình thương lên mình mất công đưa cái mất công đưa lên cái cục. Đó mà trên đó.
This is for our statue at the Wax Museum. Again, too. And she could make like cookies and pastries out of it. Can you see that again? Yeah, this is for shaving. We're looking for the chemical that's so toxic that the hair just falls off. I'm gonna get a touch of gray for your ball sack. Hi. Where's the nair? Shave knee. Oh, no. Family planning? You wanna do some family planning?
Way past that.
Oh, here's the nair. Here's a nair for women.
That's what we want, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we do, don't we? There is the nair for men, but I had never seen it before. Should we get the sensitive formula for you?
Yes.
Lotion? Bikini cream?
Oh yeah, for sure. If you're doing one part, you get the whole part, right?
Leg mask. Yeah, I got some stuff for Andy.
Oh yeah, for
Take
sure.
that. And I'm gonna use that tonight, right?
So what am I supposed to be doing with this?
And then
I can't
definitely need this. How's your supply of Gold Bond medicated powder?
It's low. Can you get me some?
Yeah, and Anusol, are you almost?
That I'm good on.
Okay.
I get a monthly re-up.
All right. I kind of assumed you'd have Vagisil, and you don't, so I'm gonna have to pick that up on the way out. My fried eggs look like I just rolled a 5 on a dice. On a dice? Is it a die? A dice? Oh, baby. You've got the best eggs, Andy. The worst cook. Dinner. Breakfast for a king.
Danny's called me a failure at penalties.
But you are.
And he said, "You're dead to me." And he is a fuck. Eat your breakfast so we can do a pod.
I could be eating the breakfast during the podcast.
Like we judges.
Chocolate chip. I'll have the video on so people can watch. I mean, he didn't even share that experience with us.
Hello and welcome to a Gooners podcast, where I'm podcasting with Lee Judges today. Oh no, wait, it is Mike. He's eating as Lee often does when he pods with us. So we've got Lee Judges who eats when he pods with us, and Tom Canton who plays video games. So we're literally never taken seriously.
I'm pretty sure Joey Murphy was masturbating while we were podcasting.
Well, that's a norm. That's a norm.
And here we are trying to promote the Arsenal America Arsenal tour, and Joey can just only think of his own penis.
Yeah. So, Mike, when you flew into Denver, I was thinking to myself, okay, we are going to have a really fun weekend of getting to see the team that we've loved for,
30 some odd years.
Well, for you, yeah, I'm a lot younger, so I'm going to say 20 some odd years. But, I think a lot of it was, there was excitement around, hey, the team were coming. We had just signed Edu, who obviously was an Invincible. And then you walk down the stairs this morning and you say, we're becoming a joke club, because it seems like every morning we wake up.
I believe I blamed the fact that we're still rooting for this club on you, because you made us do this podcast, and now I have no, I've publicly claimed that
you don't have an out.
Yeah.
You can't just walk away.
I've doubled down on Arsenal, and and that's that. And obviously I'm kidding, because I'm not one of these mugs that decide to support Manchester City. But it is, I literally feel like we're in a, not to make light of abusive relationships, but I feel from a sports perspective, this is starting to become a little bit untenable.
Oh yeah. So we have this idea of Arsenal coming, and we're excited about Edu. He's going to bring another dimension to the backroom staff, and I like the dimension of him being that ex-player who understands the history of the club. I understand that a lot of people say, hey, you often need football minds to run certain aspects of the business. But we got to go to the Koscielny news, because that becomes the big news of the week. He doesn't get on the flight. Now, obviously, we don't need to recap specifically what's happened, because it's been beaten by a dead horse. What I want to say on this matter is this. He is our captain, and irregardless of any gentleman's agreement that he had with Arsenal, you have to act like a captain. Get on the fucking plane. Tell the boardroom that you're unhappy, but still be that face for the club. We nursed you back through almost, 6 years of just constant injury, and this is how you want to repay. We kind of joked yesterday that maybe the conversation was a gentleman's agreement with Ivan and not you idiot.
I was wondering why my omelet wasn't tasting nearly salty enough.
So Mike has been salting his food for the last 15 minutes, but never took the cap off the salt shaker. So now my kitchen is just...
This podcast needs to be on video. This is the magic that we miss.
Yeah, well. So Koscielny's not on the flight. He's thrown the toys out of the pram. So we're essentially going into the summer tour with Socrates, Mustafi, and Chambers as our center backs. And
Bielik couldn't come, wouldn't come, wasn't asked.
Well, I think what he was in the under 23, so he's on break.
But given that he's under 23, I think he probably could have played a few more games this summer. But.
So we wake up yesterday to the Koscielny news. We wake up this morning to the news that Saliba has been offered, or excuse me, Tottenham have matched or bettered our bid for Saliba, giving him 2 contracts to look at next to 1. We'll get into that in a little bit because we have differing opinions on that. But tell me your thoughts on Koscielny, because you actually haven't told me, and we've been together for 48 hours.
There are some things that even, despite having one of the strongest relationships in the history of relationships, I just still want to kind of have for myself. So, I'm against Koscielny on this one, given, and keep in mind, we don't know a lot of the details. And with every passing day, the club looks more and more clueless, rudderless, aimless, and it starts to become a little easier to start sympathizing with Van Persie. It starts to become easier to start sympathizing with Alexis. Every time it's player versus club, you want to go towards club because Arsenal's bigger than any player, but after a while you start to question this. But no, I mean, Koscielny has always been a good representative of the club. He has played as hard as he possibly can. I don't know that you'd call him a legend, but that's a discussion for a different day. But this had to be handled differently. And you don't protest when you're under contract, even if the protest is about the fact that you didn't think that you were going to be forced to be under contract. He signed a contract that allowed this to happen. Players take advantage of their options all the time. You can't be upset when the club takes advantage of theirs.
No, and I was going to say to you, and I said this to you yesterday, but he didn't have to come to the club on Wednesday. I mean, Ornstein said that this conversation with him telling the staff he wasn't going to be joining the U.S. tour happened on Wednesday. The season ended back in May. I understand you're frustrated and upset over not winning the Europa League, but these discussions happen when you're 5-6 days after the season, right? And if he truly wanted to leave, if he truly wanted to get sold, is he not discussing with management, hey, how's that going? Is his agent not saying to the club, hey, do we have any bids? Are there any offers? So I just don't understand the unprofessionalism from Koscielny's part to have this happen 2 days before, or excuse me, the day before they leave on the tour. It's just absolutely absurd.
Well, here's a scenario, and I, from unreliable sources, I've heard that, this wasn't brought to the team's attention on Wednesday for the very first time. It was more of a, like, look, guys, I'm not happy with this situation. Fix it. And then Arsenal basically just said, we're not in a position to have to fix anything. This is the contract. And then on Wednesday, or even possibly yesterday, when they were...
Who's there? Flying boy! Whoa! Somebody wants his other daddy. Other daddy. Other daddy.
What? Yeah?
It's like this bad man was just throwing me up in the air.
Say creeper. Say creeper. Leave the lotion on for 3 minutes. Then check a small area for hair removal. Total hair removal depends on hair thickness. If the hair does not come off after 3 minutes, leave the lotion on for a few minutes longer. Do not exceed 10 minutes. To remove, gently wipe off the lotion and hair with a damp washcloth. Do not rub.
That's when you need washcloth, new legs.
And apparently a fire hose.
I got one of those, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't. If you can tell me what Ceteruth 20 is, the chemical element, I will happily put this on my legs.
It is a combination of ethanol and roofies and heroin. And we're going to put it into our legs and see what happens.
This has got a sensuous scent.
See, that's why I got it. I need my podcast wife to smell like cocoa butter and be very sensuous. This is a test. Say goodbye to Andy's leg. See, your hair's all like clear and...
It says don't rub in, right?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
It smells sensuous. Total hair removal depends on thickness. Do not
of hair
rub.
or of...
Do not rub in. So I'm not rubbing in it, I'm just leaving it. And then it says wipe your finger immediately. This is disgusting. No one wants to see, it's like your video yesterday. No one wants to see your leg lathered and shit.
Just certain parts of it, but not here. Are we?
Yeah, we're recording. So Mike's legs are basically hairless already.
They're not hairless. Your mom's hairless. That's probably inappropriate considering she's downstairs. Oh. It smells like something's burning.
Yeah, it's my skin. It says leave lotion on for 3 minutes. Mine's been on for about 3 minutes. I'm gonna rub it off.
Is the hair being removed?
I mean, hair has removed from my leg, yes. Is there less hair there? Yes.
Is there
maybe about 6 hairs. Mike, I have a feeling that this is more for women who do it on like a regular basis, you know?
Or for men who do it on a regular basis.
But like what I mean by that is they have very little hair to begin with, and then they throw this on with like nubby hair.
See, I always pictured this being like when they show those videos of people who enter the army and they shave all their hair off, like this just doesn't use a razor, it just uses... Yeah, not a fan of this.
The smell is horrendous.
Yeah, the smell is, it smells like fecal matter. Although that could just be my...
It makes me want to gag.
Yeah, Andy's going to be sick. And I don't know that it's doing anything. I'm supposed to washcloth this off now. Where's my washcloth?
Oh, really thick.
Oh, okay.
But we've agreed to do it. We will do it.
I don't see anything happening.
No. I had a little bit of hair come off. Trace amounts.
Trace amounts of hair. My hair's like, fuck this. I'm not going anywhere.
We're just gonna throw these washcloths away.
I think you need to sell the house. I don't think throwing the washcloths away is quite gonna take care of it. I think I actually have more hair on my legs now than I did before we started. I mean, there is some hair that's coming off. But
yeah, Mike.
This is not going the way I envisioned it. Let's just go.
Having an old...
JD single. Single barrel? Jack Daniels, I'll do that. Thank you.
Oh, because double barrel is too fucking...
I'm not going to spend your money on double barrel.
Oh, does it twice as much to go from single barrel to double barrel?
There's no such thing.
It's an old-fashioned because my boy here is old-fashioned. Let's see if this is to his satisfaction. feel lit?
It's good. It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Let's see it go. Let's see it go all the way down.
The cherries are a little red. You know, that's
What about 8 out of 10 or 6 out of 10? Or?
I'll give it a 6.
Nice. I give myself a 2. Gooners podcast. Oh, Caroline, that's your good side right there.
All of it's your good side.
All right.
No, the left is better.
We're at a baseball game, which is kind of like cricket, but it's not. We're about to get killed by lightning, by hail,
And/or hail.
and/or beer, which we also have. Judy, you're a big cricket.
Yes.
Are you ashamed to be here?
No, I think baseball is the state's closest to cricket.
Yeah,
It's a tactical game played over a long time, and actually you have to be in it for the long run. It's not a quick.
it's also boring as fuck, and there's drinking involved. We are literally about to get killed.
Beer helps.
Let's take a look at the sky right here.
Yo, it's gonna hail.
We are about to get killed, and if we don't, then we will see you a little bit later on. Say goodbye.
This motherfucker.
Say goodbye, Caroline.
I got that action covered if you need it.
It's not a picture. Thank you, Dave. Who's here for the Rapids? Let's hear you. Where my Arsenal people at? All right, well, this is a great night. Thank you to the Celtic for hosting this. Thank you to Amir for providing the tunes. If anyone wants to get involved in a raffle that is for an Alan Smith signed retro kit, and if you care about cancer, and I know you do, and you want to fight cancer, you have to donate to this raffle. So check out the table with the Gooners versus Cancer logo. We got a raffle going on. Check it out. Tip your bartenders. Let's root for a Rapids win tonight, and then we'll see what happens on Monday night. Cheers. Come on, you Gooners. So if you're not on the tour, you still have a chance to donate. We got 5 jerseys from Alan Smith signed to your specifications for Gooners versus Cancer. Alright, so if you want to win, just contact Gooners versus Cancer. Go to Gooner Auction. So we're on the American tour. I got, what's your name again? Dave. Got Dave from Australia here. I'm not going to talk about shrimp, and I'm not going to talk about Barbies. He's here for the Arsenal. He's in Denver, Colorado. Where else? Are you going to all the games? Or just all 4 of them? You're going to all 4. I'm going to all 4. This is the Arsenal supporters' dream right here. You come from far away, you watch the Arsenal. Does it matter that we have a shit storm of ridiculous negative shit going on right now? Maybe a little bit, but we're here for the football. We're here for the football, and more than that, we're here for this. We're here for the fucking community and the fans. And my boy right here is in from thousands of miles away to watch a match that really means very little. But when he leaves, and for us it means a lot. When he leaves, he will have connections and love from Gooners worldwide. And that's what it's about, man. Cheers, Gooners. Cheers. We gotta get a banner. We gotta get a banner. We need a banner. What kind of Gooners are you? Gooners. like we met again.
See, guys, they actually are.
The moment
they are close. This is the moment. I have some great reunions. He brought a pineapple here to knock you in the nuts with. But
It's like nice to meet you, big.
we're here with Ray Parler. It's only Ray Parler here.
That's how everything goes.
Cheers, doing well. It's the Gooners podcast. Raising money today for Gooners versus cancer. I have 2 questions I'm dying to ask you. First of all, was there any greater moment than being in the Sutton United locker room, looking to your right, seeing some dude with no pants on?
Yeah, that was a bit of a shock for me as well. I'm used to seeing people with no pants on, to be fair. I've only done it all our career, but obviously when I've got a suit and he's got nothing on, and it's on TV, my daughters noticed it, which I'm not happy with.
I hate to say this, but he looked pretty excited to see it. But
absolutely, and that was great to see all the other guys, because we used to stand in the Arsenal dressing room, and when you get to Sutton United, it was like, wow, you got to see them guys.
and we actually know some of those books. And
They're brilliant guys.
Yeah, we've been there a couple times to visit. It was the highlight of the year.
They done so well. They done so well. I think congratulate them all for giving Arsenal a real game. Yeah, really good game. Tough conditions though. The Arsenal pitches are sometimes difficult. But the Arsenal team has just had to get through the game and win the game. That's what they did. We would have been the same in our team.
The other question I got to ask, hearing about this furor over the last day or two, about the whole
at the moment, everybody's got to stick together. There's still a long way to go to the transfer window, and hopefully we can get a few things done. But it's hard to put the we really want to try and get back to where they were. It's difficult, isn't it? All the other teams are really good now. I mean, Man City, Liverpool. I don't like saying it because you're West Ham, but that's the way it is for you. So let's hope we'll try and stick together. Still a long way to go to the transfer window. Let's try and bring some players in, and hopefully we can have a good season.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
What, are you drinking the Coors beer? Or
I don't know what I'm doing. A Coles beer, our Coors is good. I'll have another one.
We're going to be drawing the grand prize in about 20 minutes. After you've had a chance to do that, I'd be honored if you would pull the winning ticket.
Yeah, of course.
All right, I'll
no problem.
I don't know what these are.
Hello. 1 minute. Here we go. Is that better?
I knew no one would listen to me, but if you're not listening to Ray Parler, you don't belong here.
Sorry.
On behalf of Arsenal America and the Denver Gooners, who have both done an amazing job of putting this together, and we'd like to thank the Celtic on Market. Thank you, and on behalf of everybody that was generous enough to donate to the Denver raffle for the Alan Smith signed jersey, the time has come to pick a winner, and who better when it comes to winning than Ray Parler? So we're gonna.
Okay, good luck everyone. Here we go. It's only Ray Parler. Right, here we go. Good luck. Alright, okay. The winner is Joe Pugh. Fantastic,
now Alan is we're gonna pick out a shirt that's in your size.
Yeah.
We're gonna send it to Alan. He's gonna sign it based on whatever you tell me. Tell him to sign. Make sure to put my name on it, his name on it. But we got a picture with the winner.
Are we signing it too?
What?
I might. Close to the mouth. Put the mic closer to your mouth.
Gooner podcast episode whatever. We have a special promotion running where when you listen to the first 150 episodes, you get a free ride to Dick's Sporting Goods Park. When you get 200 episodes, there's no sporting goods or no park. Just Dick's. Come on, you Gooners.
Gooners podcast, media adventure, part 1.
They let us in.
They let us in?
And I think it's only because I recognized the guy from the Broncos game.
That's right.
So
they were looking at us and they started to look really worried, and then he starts chatting up Mr. Bronco, Dave.
And I'm a little concerned because if Mike pans down, he's dressed for an occasion of media, and I'm wearing shorts.
I said, Andy, we have to be professional AF. And he said, no, I am who I am. He was like fucking right out of Popeye. And so we're at Dick's Sporting Goods Park, and we apparently are the Dicks.
We're the first people here.
Yep.
But
Colorado, we've got the Arsenal fan section is filling up. Not yet, because
so
they haven't really opened the gates
yet. Back in the day, they used to have a cannon over there, and they would shoot. I think it had a big Arsenal flag behind it. I don't know where that went.
It went the same way that Stan Kroenke's ownership has gone. Away.
Yeah.
All right, back with more later. View from the press box at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. I didn't get any sporting goods when we came in. I thought they'd just be handing out like hockey sticks and various things, but it's a nice view. It's not as high up as you would normally think the press box would be. Like if you were in Bernabeu or something, I think it would be like literally in a blimp. But
so I kind of missed
Unai surveying the field. Unai surveying the pitch at Dick's Sporting Goods Stadium. I think the music was intended for him to just start dancing.
Wouldn't it be great if he just started breakdancing?
I just would, to see him do one of those like little whip around things and then like the worm at this moment, I would be Unai in for the rest of my life. If he just started doing that like circular little thing where you go back and forth to the windmill. Going through his mind right at this moment. Players been chilling. Oh, they're there. They're always together. You can hear the shouts when the early arrivers are getting the words in. Who else we got down there in the seats? Socrates.
Is Martinelli here?
Yeah, he is. About a minute ago, Emery was standing right next to one of those sprinklers, and it just started on him. Not off to a good start this preseason. By certain metrics. Just all need to start dancing. Except for the one that we don't need to see dance. It's a lively bunch.
See, where's Ozil? See Mustafi?
Players been chilling. Oh, they're there. They're always together. Hear the shouts when the early arrivers are getting the words in. Xhaka, who else we got down there in the seats? Socrates.
Is Martinelli here?
Yeah, he is. About a minute ago, Emery was standing right next to one of those sprinklers, and it just started on him. Not off to a good start this preseason. By certain metrics. They just all need to start dancing. Except for the one that we don't need to see dance. It's a lively bunch.
See, where's Ozil? See Mustafi?
for the white pants, but I don't see him. I don't know.
Stop it. Take a picture of this, say the full team is out, Bosel's not there, and that'll fucking be crazy.
Fan section. National supporter section.
I can't believe Martinelli missed that center.
Good boys. Can we rewind that and watch it again?
Just something you want to say. You're going to Vegas, man. Better than the day. We've got medios here. We've got a
Come, boys.
You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know just how much I love you. Please don't take my arms away. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, la,
Mickey, you like pizza with pineapple on it or no pineapple?
Why?
That's what I say, but no to pineapple on pizza? Good boy.
Pineapple on pizza or no? Sorry? Pineapple on pizza or no?